Hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association's WSA TV premiere show. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host and producer, and today, as you can see on the screen, we have two amazing experts. They are both international best-selling authors from Voices of the 21st Century, bold, brave, and brilliant women who make a difference. And today's topic is how to live an inspiring life. You know, both of these women live inspired. So I want to get right to them and ask you right away, to introduce yourselves. Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Laura. It's such a pleasure to be here. My name is Johnny Lloyd, and I am with Johnny Lloyd and Associates. I'm a speaker, author, and coach, and I am living in Northern Virginia. My website is www.johnnylloyd.com.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here. And hi, Elaine.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Good. I'm Elaine Voce. I live here in Indianapolis. My website is www.elainevoce.com. I am a writer and a life coach and also a celebrant.
Wonderful. Well, I am especially excited to be here with the two of you. I've read both of your chapters in here. Very inspiring. You inspired me, so I thought you could inspire our audiences. So I'd like to ask each of you, what advice do you have for those of our listeners and viewers today on what they can do to live more inspired? So Johnny, why don't you take us first?
One of the things as a person that you can do to live a more inspired life, number one, inspiration comes from inside, not external. And then the other thing you need to do is look at your life and look at the purpose that you have for your life. Then go through some pain. And yes, pain does happen, but pain pushes you forward in your purpose. Then you look at your passion. What are you passionate about? And then walk out your process. Don't let anybody else determine what your process is. Enjoy your process because it's uniquely yours and it's going to cause you to live a more inspired life without a doubt.
So embrace the process, trust that you have the wisdom and the passion and the purpose for it.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, I'm already feeling inspired. It's great. So Elaine, share with us a little bit about your advice for what people can do to live more inspired.
Yeah, I think it's got some of the same elements as Johnny just said, but I think there are three things that help us be successful in living an inspired life. And the first is to be open to learning. And yes, that old truism is that we are never too old to learn a new way of thinking and even a new way of being. Also, to be determined not to settle for less than what you truly desire in your life and in your life's work, and to allow yourself to feel that full measure of passion in you that bubbles up when you think about pursuing what is really your destiny. I think having passion for living an authentic life, women especially, I think, need to learn to trust their intuition because it is truly our best mentor. Our intuition wants not only what's best for us, but for the world.
Mm.
That's what I believe.
Yes, so we have our intuition, we have our passion, our purpose. We trust all of that. We move forward. You know, this is what I love about both of you because you're both coaches and consultants who help guide people to that. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it. So I want to learn a little bit about you and what you do for your clients. Who do you work with and what do you do? Johnny.
One of the groups of people I work with is I specialize in business to business, first of all. Because of my 47 years of accounting, I do profitability and productivity. The people that I work with the most, though, are veterans and women-owned businesses. And the reason for that is that's where my passion and my purpose is most provided to the person that I'm working with. And what I do is I help them identify their productivity, what are they doing, and how to become more profitable by using their people, their purpose, and their passion and walking out their life goals.
Wonderful. And how did you come to this work? What is your story?
Wow. The funny thing about it is I was in a C-suite position actually. And there's something pulling on me to ask me, like, what was I created for? I'm good at a million things, but what can I be great at? And that's the thing with women, is we're good at so many things, but what can we really be great at? And so I went through Napoleon Hill training, and in the midst of that, I found my definite sense of purpose. The thing I was created to do, the thing that just charges me all the time. And through that process, I ended up learning what I can do next. And believe it or not, everything I've done up until this moment has unfolded in that purpose. And it has made all the difference in my life, in my daily life, and in the lives of others that I reach out to touch.
Oh, way to maximize your life and then gift so much more to other
Absolutely.
people.
Absolutely.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you for your journey and sharing your expertise with us. And Elaine, I'd like to hear a little bit about who do you work with and what do you do?
Sure. I coach women who are 55 plus years of age. I also serve as a celebrant to families who are looking for a wedding or a funeral officiant. And I write inspirational stories about ordinary people who are everyday heroes as they overcome the challenges of life. It is a privilege to assist people in their journey of the spirit, and it's one that they choose intentionally to travel, one that will move them toward more joy in their life, having a clearer sense of purpose. I love being able to help people in their personal healing and their transformation. A lot of the work that I do around the grieving process is a demonstration of that. And I love helping people, whatever they're going through. Perhaps they want the courage to reinvent themselves, or maybe they're managing a personal, difficult life transition, or perhaps they are also, as I mentioned, going through grief. In all of those ways, I like to help.
Beautiful. And do you have a story of how you help someone do that? Go
Yeah,
through and get to a result?
sure. A woman came a few years ago who was having a really hard time finding what she wanted to do. The one thing she knew she didn't want to do is to be in a cube ever again. So that's one of the first things I said to her is she didn't have to ever work in a cube if that was not what made her happy. She had a dream, a secret dream that she hadn't talked about with anyone, and that was to start her own cafe, and she wanted to model it after a famous tea shop in London. She's from the UK. Her husband came here to India on a job. And so we started working on how she could make that dream a reality. I'm so proud of her. She not only opened her tea shop about 5 years ago, but she has 4 different locations. And she has said to me, "This is the happiest I've ever been." So that is music to my ears as a coach.
It's beautiful. And it's lovely to hear how inspired you are, Johnny, and how you're inspiring others, Elaine, and you're both inspiring. I highly recommend everyone read the book with both of their stories because they will inspire you. They may even bring you to tears, in joy and compassion. And so that's one of the things we do here at Women Speakers Association. We bring women's messages out in the world and we help them benefit even more people. So I wanted to hear from each of you what has been the value of being a part of Women Speakers Association as a member, a premier member? Johnny, would you like to share first?
Absolutely. What has been the value for me as a premier member has been the impact of other women in my life, because the key for me was building a community, because I have a lot of military background. So I was looking for a community that I could grow and be authentically me in. And this community has allowed that. Now, in addition to that, it has driven me to do greater things than I thought of before. So one of the things, of course, is the book. So the opportunity that came forth for us to write, and what it caused me to do is to look at my story as giving somebody else inspiration, and being, for me, giving God glory in the fact that my life has been transformed. And that for me has been one of the huge things. And in the midst of this process, I have learned so much. And that's what I love about the Women Speakers Association. It is one of the best organizations I have ever been connected to. And it has been one of the most productive investments. I have gotten more return on this investment than any other investment in other organizations that I've been a part of. And I just want to thank y'all for your vision and your purpose as it relates to the Women Speakers Association.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You heard it. Best investment ever. Pays for itself and then some. That's great. Yes, we try to be very accessible and supportive and valuable. Elaine, why don't you share your experience? What's the value of Women Speakers Association for you?
Well, I have to begin a little differently, Laura, because I knew Gail prior to joining, and I knew from my experience of working with her that everything that woman does is done well. It's well organized, it's on solid ground. She is just solid gold in my book. She is a wonderful woman with a real sense of vision and passion. And the organization has not disappointed at all. There's so many training programs and so many opportunities to learn new skills if that's what you come for. Also, like Johnny, I love the support of other women, meeting other women who are from many different areas of the world, different states, and Canada and the US. I think it's an excellent value when you want to have affiliations and connections with other women speakers. I think the book has been a phenomenal process to go through because we have learned so much about things like social media and things that we perhaps lacked experience with. And it's been fun. It's been done well, as I knew it would be, and it's been fun, a real joy. So I'm grateful too for the opportunities to write and to connect with other women.
Yes. So thank you for your sharing and for your being here. You're a gift to the whole community, both of you. And I love that we've had this time to share some of your wisdom, to learn more about your background, to celebrate your bestseller or our bestseller status here on the Premier Women's Show. We love bringing these women to you every week on Thursdays. So please come back another time and join us. And if you'd like to join our community, we're here for you online. Just go to joinwsa.com. That's joinwsa.com. You'll see how good of an investment it is. Oh my gosh, it's all listed right there. Joinwsa.com. Thank you, ladies, for being here. We'll be back next week. Bye for now.